The latest cool toy that we're going to be taking a look at on the channel today is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Footcruiser. This is the reissue release from Playmates Toys, originally released back in 1989. Retail price back then was $19.99. Adjust that for inflation, and you're looking at about $51 in 2025. Retail price on this is $32.99 from Amazon. This is, as of the making of this video, an Amazon exclusive. I'll put a product link down in the video description box below. It keeps going in and out of stock. Gotta hand it to them on the packaging. It showed up in an Amazon shipping box, then it had an outer box, and an inner box, and another inner box, and there was blade protectors. I mean, they made sure this thing was collector friendly in terms of packaging. Box art, very faithful to the original. Obviously, we don't have like a little bowl cut kid, playing with the toy down here like we did in all those old glam shots of we had in the original product. Subtle changes here and there, the Buzz Turtles on the ground or in the air. I believe that was red background instead of yellow on the original. And of course on the back, a lot of changes have been made. There's no cross sales for additional products coming out. There's no turtle points. You're gonna have subtle changes here and there. They've got like the text here adjusted differently, but for the most part, the meat and potatoes of everything, it's gonna be pretty faithful to the original release as far as the packaging, artwork, and design, which is great because this is, the artwork we all fell in love with as kids. Beautiful artwork. Inside the box, all you're getting is some stickers, a very small sticker sheet. Luckily, this is pretty much pre-assembled for the most part. You're basically just gonna put it on a couple of pieces. And then inside, we also have our little instructions / sticker guide where to place them. The only gripe I've ever had about any of these Playmate reissues is the sticker quality. I think it's lacking. They're very thin, and if you try to put them down on the device anywhere and you try to peel it up, you're like, oh, I want to adjust it, and you're almost always going to rip that sticker. So just kind of be forewarned. But let's go ahead and see what this bad boy looks like out of the box. And here she is in all her marvelous glory. This thing looks absolutely amazing, just as great as I remember. They did, some subtle changes here and there, mainly just kind of in the construction. There was like some rivets up here that are no longer present, but for the most part, this is 1:1 scale, accurate to the original release. We got these beautiful chrome grille here, mimicking the 1959 Cadillac that this is kind of modeled after. Wheels, got that nice little chrome accent. Everything is plastic, so if you're thinking you're getting like die-cast chrome metal here, you're out of luck. That's not the case, but it does look great. And the chrome put on there, it's not flaking anywhere. I don't see any chips, so it's nice to see one that's not beat up because, as kids, we grabbed these things when we played with them and drove them into all sorts of stuff. And a lot of these, if you find the classic one, have all chipped up and, having the chrome finish kind of peeling and painting coming off. But this thing looks great. The hardest sticker to apply by far is this dash sticker. So it's one giant sticker that you have to put on there. So just kind of be forewarned. That one is a little bit tricky because it is so big. And like I said, if you put it down and try to peel it back up, it's not gonna work out great for you. Features, we got all sorts of great stuff. So, we got the fake guns here on the front, but the pride and joy is opening this section, rotating the gun around, and there you go. You got your foot blaster, you got your little eyeball missiles here. Unfortunately, these don't get shot out, and there's no button that ejects them or anything. Thank you, Boba Fett, for ruining all projectile toys for most of children. But you got nice little foot grooves here, so you got somebody that's standing there holding the minigun, and this does rotate left and right there, so you can kind of change that in there. But great, figures do fit in there, albeit just like most of Playmate's original marketing back then. Got the original shredder. Most of the time they took the legs off the figures when they placed them inside the vehicle. Can you put them in there? Yes. It is very awkward. There's just not a whole lot of clearance, so as you can see, Shredder's sitting kind of bow-legged in there, and of course if I throw in Bebop or Rocksteady kind of riding and drive him around, it's even more difficult. You gotta cram them in there, but you can get the job done. You can get your original figures in there. The remaster figures also fit. And then we also have our kind of flying feature, which is really cool. So on the bottom here, you're just gonna push your wheels down. They got a nice little ratchet to them, so they're not loosey-goosey, which is great. Get all four of your wheels. And these do all spin independently. There's like a plastic wheel cover on there, so there's not like a molded rubber wheel or anything like that. It's just a plastic thing that goes around the wheel. I'm gonna push these buttons right here. Out come our fins, and there we go. Now we've got our flying Footcruiser mode, which looks absolutely phenomenal. I think they did an awesome job on these things. They got the little running boards here, what looks like foot pegs. Just keep in mind, the original figures, it's not gonna fit on there. Those little posts are too big to throw somebody on there, so if you're thinking about throwing somebody, having them hang off the side of the vehicle, that's not gonna work for you, unfortunately. That's the only little minor critique here. I wish that was just filed down just a little bit so you could fit your figures on there and have, you know, like a foot soldier hanging off the door and everybody going around. But here we are. It looks great. Like I said, Amazon exclusive, but you know, the way these things go, typically 6 months down the line, you'll start seeing these pop up. I also love that we even have the tinted windscreen. I mean, that looks great. The steering wheel rotates, albeit it doesn't turn the wheels or anything, but if you want to throw it back into normal car driving mode, push those down, fold your wheels back out, and then you're good to go, and it rolls around. Guys, let me know what you think of the Footcruiser reissue. Is this something you're going to be picking up? I think it's awesome. I think all these reissues have been great so far. Can't wait to see what Playmate Toys has for the future as far as a potential, you know, reissue release later down the line. So if you enjoyed the content, make sure to hit the like button, share this video with your friends if you found the information helpful, and as always, thanks for watching, guys. It really means a lot.